Kwa hivyo mtu asikwambie bahati shetani ana pesa, wala timajini wana pesa. Hawana mapesa wale. Pesa wanatumia nyinyi wanadamu ni hivi vitu.
There's a dark, twisted side to wearing weave.
That is a sacrifice to idols, sacrifice to idols, sacrifice to idols.
The idea was not from him. It was from a demonic being.
These people are sacrificing this hair to idols. The Most High don't want nothing coming to his chosen people that's been sacrificed to idols. They take these women over in India, shave their heads bald. They think they're sacrificing to the god of beauty or something. They said if they sacrifice their hair to this god, then it will bring them blessings. Whatever they pray for will be, their bills will be taken care of. Everything will be taken care of.
It was the lipstick and the makeup wearing, the putting on color and changing yourself is what God does not like.
I was able on 2 occasions to take a tour inside of this Freemason temple, and I went twice because this is no ordinary run-of-the-mill Freemason lodge. It's the Masonic temple of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. The author of the book Morals and Dogma, which is revered as the Bible of Freemason ideology, had his remains exhumed, meaning they were dug up, and they are now buried behind this statue of his likeness inside of this Freemason temple. Now that was just to give you an idea of how unique this Freemason temple is. Now, listen closely to what this 32nd degree Freemason told me as he gave me a tour around the temple.
An ordo ad chaos, order out of chaos. An ordo ad chaos, order out of chaos.
So notice, within this shrine is a stained glass window with the words Ordo ab Chaos, which means order out of chaos. And there is pictured a very distinct link design on this stained glass window, which is directly associated with the Freemason concept of chaos.
So the face of Medusa represents chaos and a lack of knowledge. So the face of Medusa represents chaos and a lack of knowledge. So the face of Medusa represents chaos and a lack of knowledge. So the face of Medusa represents chaos and a lack of knowledge. The face of Medusa represents chaos and a lack of knowledge. You know, the snake is chaotic.
So this very distinct chain link design which is seen on the left, and the face of Medusa which you can see pictured on the right, both of these are symbols used within Freemasonry to portray the occult concepts of chaos and a lack of knowledge.
Medusa, please.
Wolf, Reverend Gabriele Amorth made headlines around the world recently when he said the devil was present in the Vatican. You're talking about something very real, aren't you?
Absolutely, very real. First thing we need to do if we're going to find out if the devil is at the Vatican is take a tour underneath the Vatican in a number of rooms marked by letters. Let's start off by looking in room C here. As we look into the room, we see that this is a mausoleum. The Vatican goes on and explains that this room was used for offerings to the dead. We read, "View of the north wall and mosaic floor. In the corners of the mosaic floor there are 8 marble squares with circular holes through which offerings to the dead were poured." So here we have a room where offerings are done to the dead. Now if we look in the next room, room E, so here in this room they have a vase which has the image of a Medusa. So here underneath the Vatican we have a Medusa.
And both of these occult Freemason symbols have been compounded together to give you the logo for the very expensive celebrity-driven Versace clothing line.
Kwa hivyo kule kutajirishwa ni kwa sababu wanafanya zile biashara ambazo zinatengenezwa kutoka kule kule kuzimu. Sasa ndio sasa zinafanywa kuwa na market kuliko hata vitu vingine.
Whether they know it or not, the majority of the largest celebrities in our world have been turned into billboards to display these occult symbols of chaos and a lack of knowledge. And to punctuate the significance of this symbolism, their music and their movies actually glamorize chaos, vanity, and ignorance. By the way, another word for chaos is confusion, and another word for confusion is Babylon.
Mnaopinga injili hii, mumeng'ang'ania Babeli, mumeinamia Babeli, mumeabudu Babeli. Jambo la kwanza, Babeli inamaanisha confusion.
Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? Listen, the Bible tells us in the book of Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8, "And the second angel followed, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she hath made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." Then in Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4, concerning this great city Babylon, God himself says, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues." I'm warning you, it's time to wake up and stop following the tenets, the ideologies, the deceptions of Babylon.